In a small village in Africa, there once lived a tyrant king who ruled with an iron fist. He oppressed his people, taxed them heavily, and showed no mercy to those who dared to oppose him. The villagers lived in fear of him, but they knew that they could not continue to live under his oppressive rule. One day, a young man from the village stood up to the king and spoke out against his tyranny. The king was furious and ordered for the young man to be executed. However, the villagers had had enough of the king's cruelty and they rose up against him. In a daring act of rebellion, the villagers stormed the king's palace and overthrew him. They dragged him from his throne and banished him from the village, never to return. In his place, they installed the young man who had dared to stand up to the king as their new ruler. The young man was kind and just, and he ruled the village with compassion and fairness. The villagers rejoiced in their newfound freedom and prosperity, grateful for the brave soul who had led them to victory. And so, the tyrant king was dethroned and the young man became a hero to his people, forever remembered as the one who had brought an end to the reign of terror in their village. The new king was young and ambitious, determined to bring positive change and development to his people. Upon ascending to the throne, the new king immediately set out to improve the infrastructure of the village. He oversaw the construction of new roads, bridges, and buildings, all aimed at making life easier and more convenient for the villagers. The king also focused on improving the education and healthcare systems in the village. He built a new school and hired more teachers to ensure that every child had access to quality education. He also established a medical clinic and brought in doctors and nurses to provide healthcare services to the villagers. As the years went by, the village began to thrive under the leadership of the new king. The economy grew, and the standard of living improved for all residents. The villagers were grateful for the king's dedication and hard work in transforming their community. Eventually, news of the king's success spread beyond the village, and he became known as a wise and benevolent ruler. His reign was marked by peace, prosperity, and progress, and the village flourished under his leadership. In the end, the new king's legacy was one of hope and inspiration for future generations. His vision and determination had brought about a new era of growth and development for the African village, leaving a lasting impact on all who called it home.